We're going to be having the Sovereign on the orange side and Anger on the blue side. Take it away, Croc, for our game one here.
Kudron starting things off early, does beat Sick into the left side. Post finds its way inside, and the scoring opens 5 seconds into game number 1.
Yeah, really quick. Actually, somebody that we were talking about being the playmaker, the assist player, ends up getting the first goal for the series 5 seconds in. Really good kickoff goal there to start for the Gladiators here.
Now we're off on the kickoff again. Zillium retreating back into his own corner, trying to get the ball there. Sick going to be able to lob one out towards the center. Turb not going to be able to make contact. Viper now back towards the center, off of the bottom bevel from the back wall. Zillium up early, has plenty of time. Not going to be able to get to the second touch there that he wanted. Sick pops one up. Turb has to rotate out. Viper not able to commit while 2 of his teammates are down below half field. Kudron again is going to put another one in. Reads the bounce off the back wall. Good pass from Tuxedo Marks. Really good play from Kudron there to be able to get his car under the ball and keep the momentum of the ball fast. Not a catch there. Definitely needs to beat the defenders. If he puts that on net, it's probably a save. Really good read off the back wall.
Yeah, Kudron already with 2 goals here for the Anger squad. And Viper a little bit awkward on that motion on the defense. And again, Viper missed the defensive save here. And Kudron is going to... he has a hat trick 38 seconds into this first game here, Croc.
Yeah, get your hats on the field for Kudron there. He's got 3 of them, and 3 of them very quickly. That's definitely going to help his goals per game average. And his shooting percentage, too. 100% shooting percentage right now, I believe. Yeah, there you go. Turb with a shot on net. Kudron's actually going to make a save there this time. Now playing on both sides of the field. Casino Marks pops one up for Zillium. Zillium bumped. Turb is going to be able to get the ball across the net. Keep it out of harm's way a little bit. Wants the boost in the corner. Can't quite get the ball over there. Sick pops one out towards the center. Zillium waiting. Takes it up towards the right side wall. Viper challenges. Ball still goes out center for the orange side. Tuxedo Marks a pretty solid touch over to the outside. Sick can't shoot it. Decides to catch and dribble in. Good challenge by Tuxedo Marks here. And a 50 from Viper puts it back out center. But Kudron is there quick. And no players from the orange side able to shoot. Another shot from Kudron here. Ends up being a pass for Tuxedo Marks. Just puts it into the corner, trying to keep pressure. Now Viper up off the wall. Not going to be able to make the read there, so Sick having to come in. Zillium able to get it out center for Kudron, and now down into the net. It's 4 in a row for Kudron here. 4 shots, 4 goals, and a save to boot. This guy has 600 points, a minute and 36 seconds into the game.
Yeah, Croc. I mean, Kudron has really come to play for sure, and it does look like from the Gladiators side that there's some nerves here, some missed touches that, wouldn't be really indicative of a 9-win major team, I think, at this point in the season. So, really interested to see if Gladiator can get the nerves a little bit shaken off here. But Kudron right now has just come to show up, and Tuxedo Marks is just pouring it on here for the Anger side. 5-0, and we still have 3 minutes left in this game one here, Croc.
Yeah, this has been just an absolute blowout here in game 1. I don't necessarily expect this to happen in the next 3 games, and with a lot of Rocket League left, honestly, the momentum could still swing in this game alone. But the Anger are definitely showing that they deserve to be recognized here on stream.
Definitely.
Up off the back wall.
Oh, I thought they were about to put 6 in.
Turb's going to try and start something out here for the Gladiators. Viper going to get a shot on net opportunity. Good bump on the bottom right post, but not going to be able to sneak in. Sick keeps the pressure. Kudron up and over 1, not over the second. Zillium out of the blue side corner. Sees he's got time. Going to try and flick it over to Kudron. And now the shot, the long-range shot. Viper back in time, sends it away. It's a lot of long-range shots. Oh, Zillium there. That ball was just sitting there way too long. Way too long for the Gladiators. Let's see.
I think
1,
a little bit of confusion.
2, 3. Yeah, about 3 seconds. And 2 players sitting in net, 1 on the backboard. Someone has got to go out for that ball.
Yeah, from what it looks like here, Croc, Viper was on the backboard, I think, on the wall there, ready to clear it out. Didn't really get the turn that they wanted on it, and I think it confused the rest of the defense. But regardless, we're sitting at 6-0 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. I think at this point, yes, you can come back with 6 goals down. It's just it's not likely. So I think really from the Gladiator side, you're just gonna have to kind of go into this the rest of this game trying to reset that mental, reset those rotations, get your speed back up, and kind of mentally prepare yourself for the next game here, Croc.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough task to do, but these players probably can, you know, up in Major. Man, Q Ron with another one, really just pouring it on. Nice long-range shot, too. Tuxedo Mark's definitely the playmaker out today. I believe 4 assists now? Yeah, 4 assists on 7 goals. Definitely setting everything up. But man, it's tough to really get beat down this hard in game one, especially on stream. It affects your mental state. You know people are watching, you know they're judging, so you have to try and block that out now if you're the Gladiators. You have to just mentally reset, like you were saying. Play the rest of this game as if it's just a for fun game. And don't think about it as, oh, let's just hold on till the next game, or like, oh man, we can come back unrealistically, because you gotta set a realistic goal for yourself, right? And right now, you just go out, you score 1 or 2 more goals, or more goals, but you score 1 or 2 goals here if you're the Gladiators. Get that momentum swinging your way. Maybe hit a clip. If you hit a clip, dude, the momentum swings immediately. So if they
Yeah,
can hit a full play, I think that they might be good going into game number 2.
I'd have to agree, but I will say, I think if the Gladiators score, they need to score two. You can't
Yeah.
score in two, Brazil. Oh,
Oh,
it looks like.
almost 8 there, though.
Oh yeah, and the Anger is really trying to kind of boost their goal differential here, in their favor for this seasonal stats, but that it's like it was close. This is an opportunity, and the fact of the matter is, to me, I think, in this last 2 minutes, and it's kind of tough to judge because, oh, that's tough. 8-0 for Anger here, but in this last 2 minutes, and I know that Anger is probably going a little bit aggressive, not quite with the same rotational efficiency that they may have been doing at the beginning of the game, but I do think that the Gladiators have played better in this last 2 minutes so far.
I would have to agree. They're definitely playing a little bit better. But, you know, I think everything on the mind of the Anger players right now is just that SBV, that super ball chaser value. Everyone's just trying to pad the stats and hopefully get a little bit closer to Elite next season. You know what I'm saying?
Elite sounds scary.
What's that?
Elite sounds scary, man. I'm a low, low minor player. But yeah, like Anger's definitely gonna be taking this game one here. And if you're the Gladiators, you're just gonna have to shake it off, go into the next game. Every single one of these games is just as important as the other one. So you lost 8-0, but that's okay. Just kind of move forward. But Kudron, definitely the player of the match here, with 922 points and 5 goals with only 6 shots on net. And I mean, 5 goals, that's over double what he had for the entire season so far, Grog.
Dude, really? Oh,
It
man.
is really. He had 9, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and he just put in 5. Like this man just catapulted himself from the bottom of of his team for goals. I think he's now like either tied or close to the top.
That's actually pretty crazy. But we definitely can't count out Tuxedo Marks here. 4 assists on 8 goals. Literally assisted half of the goals for the game, and then
Mhm.
another 2 assists coming from Zillium. Zillium? I don't know, man.
I
Why
think
why can't you guys Xylem?
Xylem.
All right, Xylem. We've got word. It's Xylem. Why can't you
Xylem.
guys just have regular names, easy to read, easy to pronounce, huh? You
Just
got
the
to make our jobs
Croctopus,
hard.
dude.
Oh, Wallaby, you missed it last week, bro, with the cookie and cookie.
Oh,
Oh,
I knew that was
oh
coming too. I felt
no.
so bad. I was like, oh no, I can't believe that was snack time, dude.
Yeah,
That man is
the
an
meme
absolute
team.
goob. He's an absolute goob. At least with here we can tell it's easier to tell the difference.
Right.
We're gonna be
Well,
going into
moving on into
game
game
two.
2.
Yeah. Move forward. We're gonna put that in the back.
All
uh,
right, Xylem and Viper come together on the kickoff. Looks like it's going to be in favor of the
oh,
Gladiators, and very much so. They score an opening kickoff goal 3 seconds into the game. Viper just, get better at kickoffs, I guess, right? Like,
well, that's gonna be really big. Honestly, that's really huge for the Gladiators. After losing 8-0, they didn't get a single goal. Getting that first goal into game 2 to kind of start it out right away is really crucial, I think, for the mental game here.
I definitely would have to agree. They are reset, as Wallaby said. Each of these games matter. This is not a best of series. It's just 4 games, and you want to take as many wins as you can. Turb, with a nice banging clear out, doesn't beat the second defender. Goes into the corner. Xylem now pops it out center. Viper's going to be first one there. Puts a soft shot on net. Sent away by Tuxedo Marks. Q-Ron now over to Xylem, but Dude Bro Sick is going to cut in and take the ball. Turb with an opportunity here. Thought he was going to beat Xylem pretty cleanly there, but Xylem able to get a touch on the ball. Forces it upwards. Viper across the Dude Bro Sick. Dude Bro Sick up. Reads it well. Pass back down to Viper. Viper can't read the ball. Can't get the shot on net. Tuxedo Marks has it going back the other way on the orange side. Turb, not a great hit out of the corner, but Viper able to read it. Now a shot on net. Dude Bro Sick is there, but the pass ends up being more dangerous than the shot. Really good shot there. Great save as well. Tuxedo Marks now trying to pop it over 2. Gets it by 1. Can't quite get it by 2, but Xylem should be able to come in and help here. Out of the corner. Now onto the net, and that is going to be a pretty free goal, if you ask me, for Anger here. Tuxedo does a good job getting Turb to commit. Turb can't quite get another touch there. Xylem gets the good touch out of the corner. Dude Bro Sick, in my opinion, kind of out of position. Not really sure what was happening before that. And then the guy on the far post just can't quite get there in time.
Yeah, I'd have to definitely agree. Dude Bro Sick, he's sitting there on the wall. It's really dangerous, especially at the major level where you know, plays and goals can happen really quickly. You definitely need to be in a more defensible position, a position that you can react a little bit faster, I think. But you know, it's all right. 1-1 here, and the Gladiators already they're coming out with a lot more offensive pressure than they had in Game 1. I mean, Game 1 the offensive pressure was almost non-existent. So this is definitely good to see. A lot more even, like we expected this series to be.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that it does remain even. Of course, we never like to see one-sided matchups, and it doesn't look like we're seeing one here. Looks like it may have just been a fluke for the first game. Really good bump on Tuxedo Marks there. Gets him out of that third-man position, but the recovery, insane. Already back into the corner playing defense against this orange Gladiator team. Now, Turb is going to probably leave that for Viper. Opts to actually take it above the net and go across himself. Xylem reading it off the wall well. Pops it center. Viper's got to make a touch and does. Tuxedo Marks bumped again, but Q-Run there to play defense. Not a favorable bounce, but able to send it back across the other way. At least keep a shooter from coming in. Viper keeps the pressure down, but Tuxedo Marks another clear, and it looks like it is just going to be the Gladiators trying to put a chink in the armor of their enemies here, just waiting for the rotation to fall apart. Almost get a good opportunity there. Viper was there to read the shot, puts it on net. Good save by Q-Run. Now Xylem actually has full control here. Only 1 to beat, but going too slow gets demoed from behind. Dude Bro Sick gonna leave that for Viper. Q-Run out into the middle for Tuxedo Marks. Is it gonna be good enough? No, it is not. Good touch by Viper to get it to the outside and high. Believes it well enough for his team to get back in position.
Oh, great ball.
And this is gonna be the end of that play. Xylem gets credited with the goal here, actually. Viper puts it out to the side, and man, you're right. What a really good bump there. Turb just can't get back in time. Forced to own goal it.
Yeah, I mean, great bump on the back end, and honestly, great patience by Xylem as the third man. It actually ended up creating that situation, that opportunity to get up onto the wall and get a shot on net for it. You know, 2-1 in favor of Anger here. Gladiators, though, have definitely been on the offensive side most of the game, so I really do expect to see another goal come out of them. But Anger right away actually are taking control of the offensive side of the field here, so Gladiators are really going to have to start looking to push out and get some goal opportunities with only 1:30 left and down by 1 here.
Yeah, minute 30 is still plenty of time for them to do something. Let's see if they can make it happen. Turb trying to start something here, puts it out towards the center. Xylem clears it all the way down to the orange half of the field. Dude Bro Sick, plenty of time, plenty of boost here, but ends up getting a soft touch right into the car of Xylem. A little bit of an early commit from Viper. Can't quite read it, but saved by the bell there. Good save. Q-Ron now up and over towards Tuxedo Marks. Is going to be Viper there. Dude Bro Sick back to play defense. Very high pop. Will be first one back to it. Soft shot on net. That save was very
huge.
close. That was a lot closer than it ever should have been. And then an absolute beauty of a bar down goal comes out from Viper. Turb, this shot right here, or this pass right here, very good pass for Viper. I'm not sure if they were reading the double. Tuxedo Marks tries to get out in time. Can't quite do it, but that all comes from that first shot. The defense just wasn't ready for that first shot, ends up making it much harder than it needs to be, and puts the entire defensive rotation in a panic. Now we're tied 2-2 with 45 seconds left to play.
Yeah, definitely a tough rotation and a tough decision on that save. But at the end of the day, Gladiators with great offensive pressure, putting it down when they needed to, and they're going to be taking the tie game here in game number 2, looking to potentially. I don't think they're looking for an overtime though here, Croc. They definitely are going to be looking to put this game away and not need an overtime, and they're on the offensive side looking to do it as Anchor tries to get it cleared away. But I mean, Gladiators are relentless right now.
Yeah, doing really, really well. Asylum here might actually be able to do something with the bump, but no bump coming out. TheCroctopusTV able to get up, dodge the bump, and hit the ball. And it looks like there is going to be a little bit of time left here. Qdron able to get it centered out, but Xylem also there. Tuxedo can't really come in too early. Double commit there is going to fizzle out that attacking opportunity. 0 seconds left on the clock. Ball will hit the ground, and we got our first overtime of the night.
Who do you think takes this one, Croc?
I still have to give it to Anger. I still think they're playing better Rocket League.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree. Gladiators look to be, they have a good amount of offensive pressure, but I definitely think Anger has the more solid defensive rotations right now. And in overtime, that's, in my personal opinion, I believe that defensive rotations ends up being what wins you the overtime more often than not. So I'm also going to have to take Anger here, but Gladiator going with very good pressure. Trying to end it earlier, Croc.
Yeah, they could. We're already about 30 seconds into the overtime, almost 40. Viper controlling in the corner, gonna try and beat Tuxedo Marks as well. Can't quite beat him. A demo in the net could be dangerous, but TheCroctopusTV should have a second touch here to clear it away. Good 50 from Qdron to keep a little bit of pressure. Tuxedo able to come in, bang it off the top left corner. Bounces straight down, makes it awkward. Turb now gets it cleared away. Qdron now controlling off of the right side wall. Pops it a little too hard, and now Turb is just there on the right side post, ready for the bang from Viper. Puts it in. Sorry, guys, got a little tongue-tied there. Really good clear from Viper and really good vision to see where Turb is. Turb knows that there's a completely open net to his left side, takes his time, slots it right in. GG to the Gladiators here in game 2.
Great counterattack there. Turb definitely, based off of the way they were moving, was looking for that pass from Viper and ended up being perfect for them. And in my opinion, Viper, after having a very weak defensive game in game 1, I think they do also take player of the match though, or player of the game. I'm sorry, player of the game in game number 2 here. 2 goals, 1 assist, and 3 shots. No saves, but at the end of the day, Viper was definitely one of the ones that was getting a lot of the offense going and really started them off with the kickoff and just kind of went from there. It was a part of every single goal, and I think was a big catalyst to the win here in game number 2 for the Gladiators.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree with you. Viper, definitely my MVP as well. I think Viper also responsible for that first shot that caused the confusion that ended up being the bar down goal. Not 100% sure there, but either way, definitely all around the field, playing everywhere, good defense. Actually, a couple of defensive mistakes coming out from Viper as well, but pretty solid defense otherwise.
Yeah.
This team is full of mistakes, but so is Anger. Anger was playing pretty solid mistake-free Rocket League in game 1, but they made a lot of mistakes here in game 2 that the Gladiators were able to capitalize on, and they just have to continue to be able to capitalize on those.
Yeah, we're going to see who's able to keep this game 3 the most mistake-free. It's currently 1-1 here. Anger is in the blue. Gladiators are in the orange. And, I really not sure who's going to take this one, Croc.
I think I'm still leaning towards Anger. The Gladiators are playing a lot better than they were, but Anger's still definitely a powerhouse to be reckoned with on the offensive side of things. Let's see what they can do. Turb might have something to say about that, though. Challenge early by Qdron. Qdron now doesn't beat Viper on the shot towards the empty net. Good double by Viper as well to keep the ball slowly bouncing in. Demo on the third man for the Gladiators. Doesn't end up being too dangerous for him now. Blue team rotating back, retrieving the ball in the corner, and some boost. Both players there get 100 boost. Turb is going to be out of the play now, and then a demo comes in, and Xylem able to hit it into a nearly open net. Good demo on the third man here. Let's see who gets credited with that. Qdron sees Viper dodge the demo and just immediately goes for the third man. But Viper there is out of position then, and the pass beats him on the near post and leaves the shooter free reign to hit that open net.
Yeah, definitely a little bit tough when your third man gets demoed. It's really difficult to kind of get to adjust your rotation, especially if you've creeped up a little bit. I don't necessarily know if he was completely out of position with the third man in place, but Kudron with a great play on the demo, but right away the Gladiators come back. Turb gets a great pass over to Dude Bro Sick, gets it right around Kudron, or right under Kudron. Sorry, Xylem with a missed clear, and Gladiators answer right away. It's 1-1 here.
1-1, just about a minute left out of this game, and the series also tied at 1-1. A lot of ones flying around here. You can't laugh at my dumb jokes. Everybody else is allowed to, but if you throw me off, you know. Tuxedo Marks here with a good clear on the near post. Pops out center from Turb, and now Dude Bro Sick with the shot. Good save by Xylem, sends it away to the left side. Viper clears it out towards the corner. Could still be dangerous. Tuxedo Marks, free opportunity to put it to the middle, and a miss. It looks like maybe a little bit of an accidental fake from Turb. Runs out of boost on the defensive play there. Throws off the shooter trying to dunk. Now Turb taking his time on the left side wall. Does get the flick towards the middle for Viper. Good underflip to send the ball down the field, but a good defensive play as well. Viper now retreating back towards the corner. Going to be an awkward one to read. Kudron should have it, but challenge does not go in his favor. Herb able to put it center, and now Dude Bro Sick. Plenty of time to read the ball, but leaves it for the defenders on the goal line. Now Viper does get a nice demo here in the corner, able to clear the way for Turb. Xylem comes in, takes a spot. Now Dude Bro Sick having to play on the right side. Tuxedo Marks pops one high off the ceiling, can't read it, so Turb able to send it back towards the blue half, and now chasing it down. Plenty of boost here, especially after the steal. Ball does get away from him, but Viper with a good shot is going to find its way into the bottom left corner. You have to wonder what's going on defense here. Looks like Tuxedo Marks turns up field way too early. A little too trusting of his teammate. Kudron caught sitting on the near post instead of the far post, and just good placement spells a goal for the Gladiators.
Yeah, Kudron looked a little bit awkward there on that back post, and the Gladiators are going to take the 2-1 lead here. But at the end of the day, I do not truly believe that the Gladiators have the majority of the pressure here, and so Anger's gonna be looking to get this game 3 here tied up 2-2. But right away we have another play opportunity, and you know something I've really noticed as of recent here, Croc, in this game 3 is that the Gladiators are very aggressive with their third back, and that I think that can potentially spell some danger if Anger is able to take advantage of that. There definitely have been some very risky clears over the top of all 3 players on the Gladiators side that could have resulted in goals with maybe a slightly better touch on the clear.
Yeah, they do seem to have a little bit of trouble finding that sweet spot, because as much as they are overcommitting, oh what an absolute beautiful shot from Dude Bro 6, straight into the top left corner. Zings in at 73 miles an hour. Xylem, not a great touch in the corner. Great pass out of the corner from Turb, and Dude Bro Sick finishes it up as Kudron caught frozen on the near post. But yeah, as you were saying about the third man, they do get a little aggressive with the third man, but also at the same time, there are times when they're a little under-aggressive, very passive with the third man and far back, and I think that is actually the difference in this game. They were too aggressive in the first game with their third man, which led to a lot of clears turning into passes from the defense on the Anger side, which is not happening nearly as much here in games 2 and 3.
Right. Definitely would have to agree with the difference between that and game 1 for sure. And 3-1 is the 2-goal difference here for Anger is definitely going to be very difficult to come back on. They have a minute remaining, and they're putting the pressure on trying to get away, but that's a very dangerous, and Anger, with a minute left, you're only down 2. I don't think that you really need to send everybody up quite that aggressive, and you may be taking away some opportunities for yourself as the clock's winding down here.
Yeah, there's a difference between aggression and over-aggression that a lot of players just can't seem to find the line between. Gotta make sure you're staying a little bit further back. Give yourself time to read the play. If you're too close, you're not going to be able to read the play. Instead of aerialing into the ball from behind, you're going to aerial straight up into it. You're not going to hit it where you want to hit it, or you're not going to hit it on target with speed. And that is very important here in Major. Got to make sure you're hitting it where you want to and with speed. Off the back wall here. Tuxedo's not going to be able to read that one and put it down. Kudron also not able to read the bounce off the sidewall. Xylem keeping a little bit of pressure, but Dude Bro Sick able to clear it out towards the top of the net, finds the crossbar back down for Viper. Viper's not able to put it on net, sends it to the corner. Dubrosik a high off the backboard, and that is going to be the end of game 3 once this ball touches the ground. Gladiators doing a good job here, coming in, taking game 3, now up 2-1 in the series after a really rough game 1.
Yeah, great bounce back. Going down, going down to an 8-0 game 1 is very difficult from a mental standpoint to kind of bounce back from. But great, a solid game 2, definitely a lot more mistake filled. But the game 3 here, very solid from them. There were still some defensive mistakes, but at the end of the day, they looked very good here. And as I would have expected from the Anger side, they are going to be making a substitute here. Tuxedo Marks is going to be leaving, and Reflex is going to be coming in as the new third for the Anger side. And if you're Anger in this situation, I definitely think they had decent pressure. They had decent opportunities. I just think that the touches were a little bit, they kind of gave the ball away a little bit too often. Oh, actually, Reflex lost connection. Hopefully, he'll be able to get back in here. But they gave the ball away a little bit too often when they potentially could have had some counterattack opportunities. In game 1 and game 2, really, a lot of their goals came from those counterattacks. So once they started kind of going away from that, it was very difficult for, I think, them to get the goals that they needed in this game 3. Oh, looks like
Oh,
we all
I
lost.
got kicked out as well. Well, this is an interesting turn of events.
So we're going to be moving into game 4. We got the lobby up and ready again. It is Anger on the blue side, Gladiators on the orange. Gladiators are up 2-1. Game 4, take it away, Croc.
Huron and Turb now coming together for the opening kickoff of game 4. Gonna see if the Anger are gonna be able to make it a 2-2 series, or if the Gladiators are gonna be walking away with a 3-1 here. Reflex with a good demo there is gonna open up some defensive space for the clear out. But again, Xylem just kind of hits it off the sidewall, no control there. And now Dubrosik able to read it onto the right side post. Can't quite get it in. Huron and Reflex now retreating into the corner to control it. A little bit of a slow play there. Viper able to read it quickly. Puts it back into the blue half of the field. Reflex now has all 3 defenders in front of him. Bad flick. Dubrosik shot on net. Good save by Huron. And now the shot coming in from Viper puts it way high. Definitely did not mean to do that. Can't just say like, oh yeah, I was passing mid on that one. That one was pretty bad. That one was pretty bad, Viper. Xylem now off to the right side wall. Is going to get met by a challenger. Does beat the challenger. Now Dubrosik not able to get it through. Dubrosik pops into the middle. Should be Viper there for the shot. And a little bit of a fake from Qron, but Viper able to sneak it under and put it in.
Yeah,
see,
man.
Oh, yeah. Just a little bit of a fake from Qron. Qron can't quite make contact with the ball. Viper gets a soft touch, puts it in, and redeems himself from the backboard.
Yeah, definitely a tough, what I would probably classify as almost pretty much an open net at that point. But does get the redemption goal here, and right away, Gladiators are on the offensive half pretty much the entirety of this game so far. The anger substitution doesn't really seem to be working quite as they expected, but it's game 4. Reflex has been kind of sitting on the bench for these past 3 games. Maybe needs a little bit of warm-up time. So hopefully they can kind of figure it out and get this a little bit cleaner. But right now they really do just look a little bit lost to the pressure of the Gladiators so far, Croc.
Yeah, Gladiators are definitely not the same team we saw in game 1.
Oh,
Viper just muscles it in by, I think that was Qdron, right? Up for the save there. Yeah, Qdron going up for the save, leaves the net way too early, has to shadow back on the near post, can't quite get it by Viper on defense. And, you know, Reflex here, 1 minute and 45 seconds into the game, has touched the ball 3 times.
Yeah, definitely looking for a step up there. You know, but the Gladiators, though, they've come out in this game 4, and it seems that they each game they are getting progressively better. But the difference this game between the other games so far has been crazy. But Reflex, the substitute, comes in. We just said that they needed to step up, and they do right away. A little bit of an awkward touch. Viper not able to get to in time. Reflex puts it up and over, and that is a very much needed first goal for this game 4 on the Anger side.
Kickoff number 4 coming in now. Dubrosic out of the corner. Should be up centered for Turb. Turb's not going to be able to get there before Reflex sends it back down to the orange half of the field. Viper now bumped by Xylem off the ball. Qdron going to be able to get a free touch. And now Dubrosic out of position, his last man again. And that is going to be Reflex putting in his second. Super sub coming in with 2 goals now. Ties up the game with 2:45 remaining. Definitely can't be caught as the last defender in that spot.
No, and it's the same mistake that was made in game 1 for Dubrosic, was sitting on that wall as, you know, and this time even worse than the other when they're the last back. You've got to be in a defensible situation that side. But, you know, kudos to Reflex so far, definitely getting warm here and putting a lot more on the field so far as the sub. 2-2 here with 2.5 minutes remaining in this game. And, you know, Gladiators, they looked like they were dominating this one. They were going to take it pretty easily, but great response so far from the Anger side as a great pass play comes out. And, you know, I thought Gladiators were going to have this one in the bag, but Anger have really come out here and responded pretty well.
Yeah, the only thing that you have to worry about if you're an Anger fan right now is that the 2 goals have mostly come out from Gladiator mistakes as opposed to Anger playing really well. So hopefully Anger can take that mental state that they've got from these 2 back-to-back goals and put something together with Dubrosic. Gonna ruin that momentum here early. Great demo by, I believe it was Turb coming in. Yeah, Turb gets the demo on one player there. Xylem faced the wrong way. Can't get back to make the save, and Dubrosic puts in the 3rd goal of the game for the Gladiators.
It looked like the defenders bumped each other in the back post, left them really vulnerable, and Gladiators took immediate advantage of that. Good on them to get that demo in and get the play, but 3-2, Gladiators definitely needed a bounce back after the 2 unanswered goals from the Anger side. Let's see how Anger is able to respond here as we're getting closer and closer to the end of this series. And they were the favorites going into this, so they definitely do not want to be on the short end of a 3-1 here.
Yeah, that would definitely not be very good for them in the standings, and Qdron's trying not to let that happen. Gets a little bit of a lucky goal, arguably, here. Xylem puts one off of the wall, and Qdron, able to read it, just puts it towards the net. Rolls off of the left side post and in. Very close there.
Yeah, good shot, but, you know, it was very needed. 3-3 here. Anger definitely needed that tying goals. And at this point, honestly, I think the team that wins is going to be the team that makes the least, not necessarily the best plays, but the least amount of mistakes moving forward.
Yeah, and a lot of the mistakes are coming out on the defensive end. Offensive rotations actually look pretty good. I'm not seeing as many overcommits as 3rd man, bad passes towards the center whenever you don't have a teammate in the center, stuff like that.
Right.
It's all on the defensive end. 3rd man pushing up to near post. 2nd man leaving too early, leading to double commits in the corner. You gotta have a little bit smoother rotation on the defensive end in order to win games at this level, or else you're just gonna get punished for it every time. Viper over to the left side wall. Reflex coming in. Will get a touch on the ball and a second. Good challenge there. Xylem has to rotate back. Overcommitted a little bit there. Not a great angle to approach the ball from. Does end up getting a little bit of a leeway here. Goes for looking for bumps now. Reflex comes in. Not able to get a shot on net. So Turb taking it the other way. Shot on net. Great save by Qdron there. Now Viper touches it down. No shooter for the orange side. Cleared away by Anger on the blue side. Good pop from Qdron. Is going to go towards the corner, trying to pop it out mid. Turb slows it down. Still ends up going a little mid. Dude Bro Sick clears it away. Xylem tries to get it centered out. Now Reflex's turn. Now Qdron waiting for the shot. Not going to be able to get it. And that's going to be overtime here in game number 4.
Yeah, and I definitely think that moving into this overtime, for me, I'm looking at Reflex on the Anger side, but actually it doesn't even matter because Turb takes it for himself. He does not want it to go deep into overtime like game 2 did, and really awkward rotation there from Reflex on the cheat. Had the cheat there and didn't follow it up. And so Turb takes the goal away, and that's going to be Gladiators coming out of this series with a 3-1 victory despite being the underdogs.